Let's go.
And mega love shout out to everyone. Magandang umaga, tanghali, gabi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and konbanwa to everyone. Ayan. Another night to learn about how to get fit. Ayan. So if you're watching right now, it's all about getting fit. And at the end, we're gonna react on something that I think is kind of like something that everyone should actually react with me. So that's all. What are we gonna do tonight? O, di ba? Mali-mali na yung English kagad. And of course, andyan na sila. Ayan, ang ating mga early birds dahil lagi akong late. Ayan, Shirley, mega love shout out to Brett Glasso. Ayan, ang admin ko is over there as well. So if you wanted to say something and I'm not like I'm not paying attention because I make yow yow too much, then make sure to talk to my admin because he's in the live chat. Ayan. And of course, to Mikey is in the house. How's Tina? Is Tina still singing? I've been through different streams today. I feel like that's one of the things. So I'm just gonna be honest because sometimes people that streams as well. I kind of like to visit them and kind of support some people that I really like, and you get like some stories and you get some information and knowledge on different streams. So thank you again for being in my stream every Saturday. But for my stream tonight, it's all about getting fit. Like we're trying to figure out and make you understand why is it very important and what are the benefits that you can actually have for yourself when you start trying to understand, not just do, but understand why fitness is very, very important to implement in your lifestyle. Ganon. Ayan. So if you have any questions at all, please do Tagalog, Japanese, Nihongo, ayan, Portuguese, Brazilian, Spanish. I can't probably talk Spanish, but I probably can understand you. But all of those languages, I can support you on. Ayan. But let's stick with English if I don't know your language. Don't make me learn another language, guys, okay? It's pretty hard. Japanese is probably the hardest out of language that I've learned throughout my life. Japanese is the hardest for me, and I'm Japanese. O, di ba? Kalok. Ayan. And Felipe G, of course. I didn't miss you, Felipe G. Are you gonna sweat today? Ayan. And of course, if you want to sweat it out, you want to challenge yourself with beginner stuff. And if you're a beginner, don't be scared. Watch my beginner's do's and don'ts, and then continue to my beginner workouts. You don't need to be a member in the gym. You don't need any equipment at all. All you need is you yourself. Ayan. And follow me, work out with me in the comfort of your bed. The of your bed. Biglang naging bed. Why is it in the bed? Mr. Tranquilo. O, diba? You did catch me today, Miss Tati. Diba? We call her Mr. T. And guys, please welcome Mr. T because I think this is the first time he's on the stream. So say hi, interact with him, connect with him. If you're a YouTuber, make sure to kind of like talk to people in my stream because some of them are not just viewers, but some of them are also YouTubers, streamers. So you don't know who's going to be, you're gonna have to collab with in the future. So make sure to practice your skill, practice your communication, practice your approach in my live stream every Saturday. Diba? Ayan. Ay, wow, Brett. Already? Ayan. Thank you, Brett. At dahil dyan, let's see if I can do this. Yes. I'm gonna be a little bit slow, guys, because there's so many things going on in my computer. O, diba? Ayan. At dahil dyan, Brett, because you gave me something. Ayan. Brett, this is for you. O, diba? Ayan. Let's see. Oh, so much. O, diba? And we're also doing multi stream again. So if you have any account on Twitch, you can also watch me on Twitch and you can also follow me. And if you are not in my Discord yet, ayan, please do follow me on my Discord. O, diba? Ayan. Maganda. Masyado ako natutuwa, guys. Ayun. And hi, Felipe from Brett. Ayun, I had to turn my volume all the way up to hear you well. Why? Am I is my voice, guys, very very kind of like low, or hold on, guys. Let me do something. Let me try this one. Maybe this is that one. How about now, Ayan? Am I loud and clear, you guys? Am I loud or am I not loud? Oh, Ayun, and finally found you. I what? You finally found me. Ayan. Ayun. And Timmy Stories. And speaking of Timmy and Stories, guys, please make sure to subscribe right now and turn on all notifications because tomorrow, our one on one is officially back. Yes, I'm going to be your host and I'm going to have a very special guest depending on what day it is. But tomorrow is the day, Sunday, 8:45 p.m. Japanese Standard Time. To make sure, Google what time is it in your country because tomorrow it's going to be a wonderful conversation. I just expect it. And if it's not, still, we're going to keep you company on your Sunday night. So please make sure to talk to Timmy in the live chat because tomorrow she is going to be our special guest one on one with Timmy Stories, and make sure to check her out, yeah, her channel out, and make sure to kind of like understand who she is, and then you can ask questions tomorrow as well. It's your time to ask questions and time for Timmy to shine. To shine talaga. Wow, TV stories. Ay, wow naman. Wow. Thank you naman for being the member of IC Feet at Dial John. This is May. And of course, andyan si Neil's Arsenal vlog. I do see you, Niels. Ayan. Of course, I do see you. How are you doing? Kumusta, kumusta? Bakit bigla kang nawala? Hello, I see. Happy New Year and God bless you. I love it. I love this word. O, diba? Ayan. Pamasko ko. Tapos na ang Pasko, Niels. O, diba? Nahuli ka na. Ayan. If you're late, then it's your fault. Ayan. I see. Ayan. I'm so excited for tomorrow, guys. I know it's going to be a wonderful discussion. If you are single, or if even if you're not single, if you find a partner, if you find the right partner for you as well, you can pitch in, give your suggestions, give your opinions through chat, because that's probably our main focus tomorrow is the conversation of experiences, life stories, struggles, and how to find the right partner for you. Ayan. So that's all we're going to talk tomorrow. But today, I Bod Body Not So Feeds, ayan, is in the house. You wake up early today, Bod Body. And Felipe G says, boy, did I sweat today. Helped my brother clean up after the builders, and they buried a 200 kilogram slab of concrete rather than dispose of it. Uh-huh. So you did a lot of hard work today, Felipe G. So, otsukare sama deshita. Ayan. So that's what we said in Japan when you did a hard job. It's basically like, good job, Felipe G. Ayan. Make sure to drink your water, Felipe. Ayan. I'm not gonna get tired to talk about you drinking water. Ayan. Mahina boses mo, IC. Talaga? Hanggang ngayon, mahina pa rin, guys. Why? Oh, why? Hold on, guys. Let me see. Bakit mahina? Um, okay, now. Is my voice still mahina pa rin? I see still not loud. What's happening? Oh, audio too low? Ugh. See, this is the reason sometimes I'm late, guys. Because this what happens sometimes. Like, for whatever reason, I feel like something is not doing good. Kind of like that. Hold on. Hmm. How about now? Is it still? Is it good now? Okay, let me see your chat. I don't understand. You're good na. Now you're good na. I have the volume almost all the way up. I don't want it to be like that though. You are just behind the chat for decades. Ayan, and of course to my lovey. Ayan, Madam my lovey. Mega love shout out. Ayan, and make it to the stream. Ayan, thank you, Brett, for BG. And of course, ayan, nakita mo ba yun? Nakita mo ba yun? Timmy. So, Timmy, this is for you, Timmy. Welcome to IC Fit family. So, I don't know what's going on. Why is it so low? How about now? Is it good? Is it good now? I hope it's good now. Ayan. It's rather loud than, like, what's the vice versa of loud? Mahina, because pag mahina, pangit. Kapag malakas, kayo na mag-adjust. If it's too loud, adjust your volume. Ayan. And not here, I mean, ayan. Okay. Thank you, Brett. Ayan. If you're not there tomorrow, you can always watch us on replay. I do upload some of the highlights. So if you didn't come up here and if you just wanted to watch it again to support me, I also do love it and appreciate that. Ayun. Ayan. Okay na. Oh, sige. Ayan. So, back read tayo ng saglit. Ayun. Baka may nakalimutan ako dyan eh. O, 'di ba? Tapos magtampo kayo pag di ko nabasa. I'm gonna prepare many question all day long. Get ready na. Lagot ka, Timmy. Oh, Timmy. You're so lagot to Mr. T tomorrow, guys. Ayan. So, guys, if you don't have anything to do tomorrow because it's Sunday, please do keep us company. Ayan. And kind of like join the discussion and share your stories as well because you don't know, it might be in my uploaded video. I am tired of the relationship talk streams. Yes, like in YouTube, there's a lot of niches, and sometimes I do get that. Like, sometimes that's why I feel like I'm so diverse. Because even me as a streamer, you don't want to talk the same thing over and over again. But at the same time, as a personal trainer, I don't really mind talking the same things because in the world, you get to learn and relearn. That's just kind of what life is. Even though you're an adult, you relearn things but by just like listening and by just kind of like taking the time to kind of like understand, comprehend conversation. So it just depends on the mood. But when it comes to relationship, when it comes to people, when it comes to life stories, it's one of the things that I don't think I will ever get tired of. But there's always a line though. But at the same time, life stories for me is always interesting because it's not just about talking about your life stories, it's about how a person thinks. Because I always believe that even though as much as you think your life situation is the same with me, we grew up in the same household, we grew up in the same country, have the same life situations, it doesn't mean we're gonna do the same things. We have different perspective, we have different choices mentally, emotionally, all of those things. And that's why I kind of like wanted to explore all of that with you guys. And if you want those, just make sure to stay tuned or just kind of subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, guys. Ganon. Ayan. And that is your passion if working out and teaching about it. I have so many passion actually, but talking is one of them. Oh, di ba? That talk has no ending, Kuya Brett, but for sure it's just about the relationship talks tomorrow. There's more to life than that relationship alone. Exactly. That's a good. It's the thing, guys, when you talk about relationship, when you talk about behavior, people's behavior, the the first impact is relationship in love life, like finding partners and stuff like that. But tomorrow it's not just about that. Relationship comes with all shapes and forms. It's not just about loved one, it's about YouTube, it's about people that you kind of like interact with everyday life. Those are relationships, deep or shallow, all are relationship, even relationship to yourself. You have to have that as well, like how you treat yourself, how you think, how you change your thinking when things are wrong. When things that are happening to you is all wrong and you think that you've been done wrong, how do you treat yourself in that way? How do you change your mindset? Those are the things that I like to explore with different people. And that's why one on one is going to come back. So if you want to be or to feel like a celebrity, even just a couple of time, please do make sure to follow me on all my social media and kind of like talk to me. And if I think you're interesting, if I think you're interesting, then I'll definitely go. O, diba? Ang sama. Ayan, like and share the stream, everyone. And Brett, thank you again for that. I still not loud. What's wrong? I think there's really something wrong with mine. Hold on, guys. Let me just do this, okay? Don't go anywhere. I'm just gonna check. I'm just gonna check my volume. And we, we're back. Ayan. I hope it's better. I think something has changed. Hello world! Pinoy Galaan in Turkey. Mega mega love shout out. Ayan, I hope I'm good. Malakas na naman. Ayan. Ayan, exactly. Relationship comes in different forms. There's more to it than just male and female relationship. Agoy! Anong agoy? So, am I loud? Ayan, Shelly, make a love shout out. Thank you, thank you. At dahil dyan, this is for you. So how about now, guys? Is it good? Is it good already? Is my voice malakas na? Is it good? Let me know, guys. Let me know. Ayun, okay na ba, admin? Malakas na yung boses ko. Tama na. I don't know what happened, guys. I don't understand. But I really hope it did figure it out itself. How about this one? Hmm. Is it good? Is it not good yet? Oh. Hmm. So, you look amazing, Icy. Thank you, thank you. I did try. Ang hirap kaya nitong buhok na to. Guys, with this hair, I know it's not perfect, you guys. It's not perfect. I'm not really too girly when it comes to hairdos, but I did try my best. So, after 30 minutes of doing my hair, Charan. That's what happened. Kumusta maganda? Mystery Machine. Malakas sa una tapos nahina din. Oh. Hmm. I wonder. I don't know. So how about now? Is it good? Is it good now? Everything good now? You look like Chonle. Chonle? Ako si Chonle. Ha! Yeah! Dress the best you can be or look. Ayun. Volume is better. Ayun, good. Ayan. I hope it is. I hope it is better. I don't know what happened. O, diba? Ayan. Tuntua ka na naman, Sir Kalana. Yan. Chun-Li, hi. No, it has to be foot, but I can't put my foot up. Yeah, it's true. Sounds okay here. Hiya, Pinoy from Mike. So, anyways, after 48 years of talking about this, we're talking about this and whatever. We're gonna start doing whatever I'm supposed to do with you guys. But last Saturday, if you weren't here last Saturday, we kind of like touched one component of physical fitness, which is the cardiorespiratory. Why is it good for your heart? Why is it good for your lungs? And that's just one component last week. So if you didn't watch it, guys, you can always replay it, my last live stream, so you can watch everything or wait for the uploaded highlights of why is it very important. Ayan. Me Vida Loca Rob. Mega mega love shout out to you. Ayun. You catch us live, me Vida Loca. Ayun, what happened? Ayun. Mi vida loca. Rob. My life is too crazy. Is that what it means? I feel like that's what it actually means. Ayun. But anyways, ayun. So let's start. I'm gonna try to make this everything okay. I'm so scared now. I'm so scared to share this now. I might do something else again, but hopefully everything is good. Ayun. So, components of physical fitness, guys. That's where we at last time. And let's see if I can do this. There you go. Ayan. This is from Human Kinetics, guys. So I'm trying to kind of like give you articles to make sure that you also know where are the articles or where are the stuff that like information I'm giving you, so you can always cross reference it in your own way. Because fitness is not just about, like kind of like, okay, I understand I need to be healthy, blah, blah, blah. But I really think, like, if you can understand the little things, the small information, why is it very important to you? I think you can change your mindset to actually do it, even if you don't want to. Because for me, it does work. I don't know if I'm just information hungry, but I do really hope from the bottom of my core that you are the type of person like that as well. Like you actually want information. Because one of the things that I really feel in life, if you're a person who kind of like feels like you know everything in this world, you want to be right all the time, like you cannot do anything wrong, then you're dumb. Life is about learning. We cannot, we're just like this. We're not even like this. We're probably just something that you couldn't even see, a particle that you couldn't even see visually. If you think about the universe, we're so little. We matter so little that you have to understand that you have to kind of like live life with knowledge and information, because that's very, very important. So, anyways, before I said something a lot, ayan, we'll talk about physical fitness, ayun. So it is 11 parts, okay? There's actually parts of physical fitness, and I didn't actually understand this, but once you get to the little details, then you can actually, trick yourself to actually start doing it. So last time we actually did one, which is a skill related. So 11 parts, six of them are health related. Look, health related, and five of those are six skill related. So if you're an athlete or you're just passionate of doing things like, being adventurous and stuff. But the six are referred to as contributing to health related physical fitness because scientists in kinesiology have shown that they can reduce your risk of chronic disease and promote good health and wellness. So this is what we're going to talk about this time, all health related, because I want you to understand these things very, very like deep, because I like getting deep. Ganon. Well, why is my transition override like that? Ayan, let's see. Ayun. Let's see your chat first. Ayun. Pinoy Galaan, kumusta po from Mi Vida Loca? And he's having ano daw for an hour kind of cardio. We actually talked about that last time. So you can actually watch that last stream or like my uploaded. I kind of like talk about it, put a lot of information as much as I can. It's my on my video. And yup, literally it, I see. From Mi Vida Loca. Can I call you just Rob? Or you'd rather call you Mi Vida Loca? Ayon. And okay lang po, salamat, Mi Vida Loca. It's 2 degrees right now. Oh my God, I know, right? I hate winter. Like, I'm so tired of winter, Mystery Machine. And ouch, dumb. Guys, if you're right now watching this, don't take things personally. I'm not trying to belittle anyone here. It's just type sometimes we have to have entertainment, so it's not going to be like dull and boring, okay? So if I talk like this, harsh, it's just why. Don't take things too seriously. And from Twitch, Mania Sopo07, hi to you as well. Mr. T Agui. I like that a lot of people, even foreigners, know how agui, like how to use the word agui. I love it. So Brett says, I know people that are older than you that skates board. Oh, okay. Ayun. I feel like I know a lot, but not everything. I love learning more, but I know so. Thanks for following me. Ayan. Dean Torb. And what would you do if you have the power to shrink other people to ant size? What? Why am I? Oh, I'm a superhero now? Ayan. And why would I shrink them to ant size? What would I do if I had the power? I don't know. I never really think about that. I'll build an ant army. Ganon. That's probably one of the things a lot of people would say. Ayan, and thank you so much again, Brett. I know Brett's right. What's happening? Yes, flow that. Yes, thank you, Brett. And to all the people who super chat. Ayan, ayan. And ant army that carries her around. Oh, then I'm gonna get fat, Mystery Machine, if I don't start like, just kind of move around. The authenticness and harshness is actually there's filter on it. I still filter some of it, guys. I don't do the 100%. And know me in person, then you'll probably get the harsh treatment because that's just Icy is awesome. Ah, thank you. If you think I'm awesome, thank you, guys. I do appreciate that a lot, actually, because I don't think I'm awesome. I think I'm legendary. Diba? We want to see ice and filter. Usually, I do that with members live stream because it's easier to kind of like, you don't have to really, like be safe around it because it's only members only live stream. So you basically can talk anything. But once it's like this, it's public. This is one of the things that I actually wanted to talk about as well, and since we're just streaming, we're just chatting, we're just chilling. When it comes to streaming, like me, I'm streaming. I talk in public. This is a public, anyone can see this. I take this as a responsibility because you've seen a lot of streamers, and I'm not bad mouthing, I'm just stating the facts here, okay? I observe a lot of people. Once you're on YouTube, you stream, you play games, you want to be authentic, you want to be unique, in a way. You want to give that thing, that edge, so your viewers can tune in with you. But at the same time, I feel like people forget, not just the streamer, but viewers as well, that there are community guidelines. Like on YouTube itself, there's a guideline. On every channel you go to, there's guidelines. They have their own guidelines. In IC Fit Stream, there's also guidelines. But if you're the type of person, I just want to be me, I just want to be authentic, and then you get backlash for things that you say, that's on you. So make sure, I always tell you guys, make sure if you're in my stream, anything that you say in public might hurt you down the lane. Is that how they say it? Down the lane. So make sure that everything that you says is thought through. And even if you don't say it, like if you mistake, like me, like last year's kind of like information I gave to you in fitness, it's like that. The things that you do last year could be not good for your body this year because of all the studies. Things change, information changes. So when you say something bad on your live stream, just own it because you've said it. So make sure, if you cannot own things that you say in public, don't talk. Shut up. Ganon. But anyways, Icy is hot too, guys. Don't forget. Oh my God, Sir Galaan. Why do you have to always say that? Icy uncensored. Oh, diba? You like icy uncensored, guys? You might not handle me uncensored, guys. I already, like sometimes I stir pot. What there's a word, there's a phrase that I always kind of like, I hear it a lot when people describe who I am, but I always forget it. So never mind. I And can you actually get fit without running? Yes, Mike. I like that question. Hold on, Mike. I wanna pin that question. How do you pin it? Let's just pin it, guys, because I'm having hard time figuring things out. Ayan. Can you actually get fit without running? Yes, you can. And I've already kind of explained that in my channel. And if you're a newcomer, you can actually go through my workout It's not a lot. There's a few that, because sometimes it's a lot. It's kind of like a few upload that I do with the workouts. But those workouts, you don't need running. You just need proper form, good nutrition, and of course, working out with me. You don't have to go anywhere. You can just have like a small space, with all the workouts that I'm trying to share. It looks like that. It might, for you, it probably funny looking, but try it out. You don't have to try it with people around you. Try it out in the comfort of your own bathroom if you want, just to be careful, so you can actually understand what I'm trying to tell you guys. Cardio, like losing fat, it's not just about cardio. You need muscle, especially if you're 30, okay? If you're getting old, don't think that you're young. Your body will change at some point. Everyone does. So make sure to stay on top of everything. And that's what I do every Saturday from now on. I'm going to try to talk about life, talk about fitness, just chat with you until you understand how important it is for you to exercise. Ganon. Ayan. You can use the rowing machine, stair stepper. Yes, and the thing is, that's what I'm saying. Don't complicate things to do fitness. You don't have to have like workout outfit that are too expensive, because mine do expensive. It is very expensive. But you can just watch me work out and do workout with me. That's it. Ganon. Ganon kadali, guys. You only need internet. Work out with me, listen to me. All me. Me, 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 me. Nah, just kidding, guys. But kidding aside, if you find someone that you really think is good for you, like the workouts, you enjoy their workouts, not just me, other people, find it, explore what you like, because working out, it's just not about running. There's a lot of exercise to choose from. You just have to find it. Like finding the right partner for you guys. You try and try until you die. While in fitness as well is the same. You try and try until you find the fitness for you. Ganun yon. Oh my gulay, I like hiking. I see question. What's your question, Pinoy Galaan? Ayan, steer pot. I smoke pot. Love it. Ayan, good job, Mystery Machine. Ayon, Pinoy Galaan Turkey. I don't do much exercise. Oh, I like this one. How do you pin this? Ayan. Next question. I like this, guys. So while I'm teaching you guys the articles, we'll probably go through. I like that we actually go slow about this, because I get to let you ask questions. And that's what I've been doing. And that's what I've been trying to do for the past 3 years, probably now, streaming. You guys asking questions. There's no dumb questions in IC Pit. Diba? Okay, I don't do too much exercise, but I'm putting on my, there's a heart in my chat. I can't read. On my, what's that? Okay, hold on. I can't see that. Okay, paying, okay, too much exercise, but I'm putting attention on my foods. I love to walk too. Question, is at the age of 40, is that fine? Of course, of course. The thing is with fitness, guys, and also, I know there's too much information sometimes that I talk, and sometimes it probably conflicting in your head when I say this and then this one, because there's so much information that there's no one size fits for all. If you're 40, you have to understand that for a guy, your testosterone are gonna drop. It'll happen. It is what it is. So depending on your genes, I always tell this, if you're the type of person who don't do too much exercises, start with your food, because food is always the culprit. Food is always hard to maintain, like good, healthy, proper nutrition. It's very, very hard for a lot of people, including me. So I understand that. But if you don't do exercises, target your food. And that's a good mindset to start with, because trying to eat proper nutrition is teaching yourself how to be disciplined, how to actually take care of your body, how to actually love yourself, because you are trying to discipline yourself of the food that you're going to try to put inside your body. If you put and take, or like eat a lot of garbage, just imagine, you're basically not loving yourself, because all you do is eat garbage, and it will show. It will show, and then you look like garbage. Ay, ganon. Ayon. My knees pop when I stand. So, also another thing, Sir Galaan, when it comes to age, there's no, like, of course there's age where you cannot feel or you cannot recover as fast as once you were like early 20s. But at the same time, when it comes to fitness, fitness also comes in many shapes and forms. You can always start with walking. Walking is very, very good for you, and that's why you can see a lot of westerners, a lot of countries that doesn't promote walking. It's not their culture to walk. You can see a lot of epidemic pandemic pandemic of obesity. Like, there's a lot of obese people. Walking is very good. That's basically the start, the basic thing that everyone, unless you're disabled, everyone can do. You can walk, so walking is definitely, it's good for the brain as well, especially if you're near nature. If you live in a country that has a good nature, walking is really good mentally, emotionally, because you are with yourself, walking with nature. And also try, I know this is kind of sounds corny, but when you're walking in nature, feel that energy, feel that thing, that feeling, welcome it, that everything is connected, and you'll feel better at the end. Ganon. Okay, let's talk about this, guys. Ayan, there's so many things you said. Okay, but the answer to that question, yes, it is okay. But Sir Galam, because I'm a personal trainer to all of you watching and supporting ICFit. I would say, since you're walking right now, do stretching. Like, try to explore stretching and try to feel it, because it's really good. I don't like stretching before, but now I'm addicted to stretching. All I do now is stretch, 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 because I feel the benefits of it. So do that as well. Ayon. Just eating less calories and walking miles every day, you can get fit. Not exactly. There's always a fine line with that, because we all have different factors. Genes comes to play as well with that. Your hormones comes to play with it as well. So there's a lot you have to explore. That's what I'm trying to say. Ayun. And let's see. Okay, Sergalan says, I'm 40 but looking teen, most people says. Ayan. Actually, Sergalan is very, very, like, the last time I checked, you should watch him because he's back on streaming, Sergalan. So I was actually telling him, like, he's so refreshed. He looks like, like blooming. Ayan, in Tagalog, blooming ang Sergalaan natin. O, diba? And hi, I see E.T. is in the house. Mega, mega love shout out to you, E.T. Ayan. And guys, you're all kind of like mods. You have wrench, just to make sure, because I was in the stream earlier, and, like, conversations about having your wrench, having being a mod. It's a privilege, guys. It's not just on mine. I'm not saying like I'm narcissistic here. It's your privilege, guys. It's not like that. I mean, try to take it as a privilege for every channel that give you wrenches, that give you mod. It's a responsibility. If you want to time out somebody, if you feel like somebody is being, nuisance in the live chat, you have the power to kick them out, to time them out. But at the same time, check on me first, or if I'm too busy talking in here, check on it with my admin before you do that. I'm just giving wrenches so that you can actually check each other out. So that's kind of like the purpose of it. And if you're regular in my stream, then I want you to explore. I want you to kind of like also promote your channel if you want, but just don't abuse it, because I'm really, really good at people who abuse those things. And I am very, very, like, that's the top of my list. If you don't want me to not like you, that's what you do. Abuse everything. Ayan. Warm up before playing sports. Exactly. Icy must be very flexible. Not too flexible. You are an expert to what? Uh, I'm I'm expert to many things. What are we talking about right now? Ayan. And if I stand further away from the fridge, so I have to stretch for the milk, maybe can do that. Oh wow! See, guys, these are the thing, guys, that I'm talking about, guys. Okay, it's like sometimes, like things like this, when someone gives you information or like someone is saying something, you can actually create in your head the things that you can do to kind of like an alternative. So that's one of the things that I want you to explore as well within yourselves when we talk about this every Saturday. Ganon. Ayan. I love it. I love it, Mike. The beauty of Pinay. Hello, hello. I do see you, beauty of Pinay. Ayan. I love beautiful Filipinay. Speaking of, if you didn't watch Tinay and Bem Bem today, oh my God, Tinay. Namangha ako, guys. Ay, natulala ako kay Tinay. Like, glam up to the maximum level, right, Mike? Like, her demeanor and everything is just so beautiful. That's why I love traditional Filipino beauty. It's like that. Ayun. And yes, 3 times day made me young and fresh. And that's fact, guys. You can try. Yes, definitely. Because the thing is, when it comes to sex, sex is been proven to give you hormones that are happy hormones, oxytocin, if I'm correct. Double check that, guys. Ayan. But when you have sex, as I've said, watch that film, watch the video that I just uploaded about being sexually fit. I talk about that a little bit. I explore that, get you a glimpse of the facts. When you have sex, you releases hormones that are happy. And that's kind of like we already hear this. Stress is number one that makes you look old. Another is genes, but if you're happy, if your life is happy, you're at peace, it'll show. The same thing as fitness. If you take care of your body in and out, it will show. But if you don't, it'll show too. So if you look like shit, then there must be something in your life that you're not doing good. Ganun yun, guys. Ayan. Your chats are always fun, sis. Oh, me? Me, my chat? I love it. It's you guys. Thank yourselves to that. Like, I really love it that you do that. And also, people who just watch, I know you're there because I can see it. Ayan, if you're just watching and just chilling and keeping me company and adding to my watch or viewers, thank you as well to you guys. Ayan, you're also the heart of ICFit. So I thank everyone. Ganon. Inda, I was also happy and in good mood. Diba? Also, if you're married, if you have girlfriend, if you're dating, make sure, I told this about this, make sure if you're having intercourse, having intercourse, don't do it like 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. You didn't burn anything. Make sure to give your best. Treat it as something like an achievement, making someone ganon. Release stress. Ganon. I'm trying to be good to my one I already have. Oh, good job, Mystery Machine. Good job. I like that. Gambare, gambare, gambare. Ayan. And also, Timmy says, Lalab's Tina is so beautiful in her looks today. I'm not saying she's not beautiful in other ones. It's just like, it's just, it's different. And it's like his, her beauty just shines today, and it's just, you can see it, like even myself, and I'm very very straight, guys. I'm not lesbian, I'm not bi, so all the hopes out there, I have to cut it off. I'm straight. I'm super straight. But even me watching her, I was actually just staring at her in the screen because she's just one of those, those Filipina beauty, the traditional Filipina beauty, the tan, black hair, nice. I like that. I like that look, exotic kind of way. I'm dating my hand. I like that, Brad. Good job. Because we have to do it. Somebody has to. Ganon. And for guys, remember guys, and with girls as well, make sure that your husband, your boyfriends are being taken care of by you. Ganon. And let's see, what else is in there. Stop trying to throw beautiful Asian women at me from History Machine. Every woman is beautiful in their own way. I believe that. Unless they're really bitchy, then they're not. I don't like beautiful and then they're super shallow, or they're super like, their attitude, I'm not saying I'm a good person. I'm not saying I have very, very nice and good qualities. I'm not saying that. But you know what I'm talking about? Persons that are really, really pieces of poop. Diba? Pieces. You are a great host. Thank you, thank you. If you wear mom jeans, you look old. Ouch! Who's doing that, Mystery Machine? Aray aray. Totally guapa from Mike. Yes, Tina is totally guapa. And okay, let's see. I haven't had sex in 2 years. My girlfriend lives in Thailand. It's why I'm going now, and I plan not to have sex. I have a bruises. But don't forget to take care of yourself while she's out there. You can always have time, like FaceTime. Like find something. You cannot just not release anything because it'll do. I really think, I strongly have an opinion about guys who don't do take care of themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you don't do that, there's something that's going on in their head that make them look and sound crazy, that they become so off, like their social skills are not there anymore. And I think it's because they're so deprived of one thing that men are born with, to do that. Ayan. And let's see, mom jeans are just high waisted. Is it? Is it? Ayan, I think it goes, different different. Morena skin. Yes, it is morena. And admin says, that's not true, Mystery Machine. Many of young Filipina wear mom jeans and they look so nice. I think when it comes to clothes, like sometimes there are just people that can really pull pull out pull out, that sounds so naughty. They can actually make something look funny, but they can actually wear them and look nice. I don't know what's the word I'm trying to find. Anyways, ganon. Basta yun na yun, guys. And Pinoy Galaan has a tip for you guys. Ayan, guys, just a tip. When you go to Philippines, go to countryside, enjoy the natures, walk with natural Filipina beauty women who doesn't know many things. It's so good, and in the end, I know how to find it. But no, it comes from a good place. What Sir Galan says is actually true. So, but as time progress, you have to explore. That's why informations are good. Learn, relearn, and stuff like that, because sometimes you can actually hear this. Guys go to countryside and look for some ignorant or like innocent lady, and then you bring them to your country, like for example America, first world country, right? Of course, any woman or any people in that matter, they would have the taste of a different thing. So if you're not doing your 100% in the most capable or the most possible way possible, then you're gonna lose it eventually, because that's just life. People want more, people want the best for them. And if they think there's more out there, it's just a matter of like gambling. You lose some, you win some. So make sure to be smart on the choices you make, Ayan. And also don't forget to kind of like, how do you call that? Reinvent yourself, be something better than yesterday, kind of thing. Ganon. And Timmy says, I am old school when it comes to sex thing. It has deeper meaning for me. Oh, diba? So everyone has different preferences. So make sure you're aligned with whomever your partner is going to be with. So it's kind of like that. That's what we're going to talk about tomorrow with Timmy, guys. So don't forget tomorrow, guys. And question, what is it, Sir Galaan? Ayan, but not Philippines countryside. From the countryside of Cambodia. Ayan, from Mystery Machine. Just stay true to yourself and keep it real. But that's very, very, that word, that phrase is very, very tempting or very, very dangerous to a lot of people. Because it doesn't mean stay true to yourself. It doesn't mean that you're not doing something that is good for you or not good for you. Staying true to yourself is very, very dangerous in that way, because you might think you're doing good because it's you, but what if you're a killer? Stay true to yourself. It's bad. So, those are the things that I'm trying to say. That's kind of like the extreme of the extreme, but I hope you understand what I'm saying. Ayun. And of course, guys, ayan na naman, nawala na naman tayo eh. Nawala na naman tayo. So, we're going to this. So, this parts of fitness that I'm talking about when it comes to health-related fitness ayun, ayan, body composition. While last week we talked about cardiorespiratory endurance, we talk about that. So today, hopefully, we get to talk this components of health related physical fitness, which is body composition, flexibility, muscular endurance, power, and strength. So hopefully, we can cover them until the end. If not, we're going to continue it again next week. So make sure to subscribe. I am. So anyway, so we're talking about that. So we're going to start with muscular strength. Ayun. Hold on, guys. Where's the other one? Okay, this one. So, metabolic fitness or components, ayan, the health related fitness. We're gonna talk about this. What else are you talking about, ayan? And Mr. Mission says, if you date Icy, if she gets mad at you, she will speak Tagalog at you so fast. I actually don't. Okay, I don't know. Pause that thought about physical fitness. So let's talk about this. Actually, one of the things about me, guys, is that yes, I grew up in the Philippines. My childhood is in the Philippines. I would say my native tongue is Tagalog. But I grew up speaking English for the most part of my childhood, like school and stuff like that. My school speaks English. And for the most part as well, when I get angry, like really angry, for whatever reason, I speak English. And I think I think I come to a realization of why is that is because when I speak Tagalog, if I'm angry, it's very, very harsh. Like a lot of people that I get to have like fights with in Tagalog, I feel it's so bad. Like the way you curse in Tagalog, it's so bad. So if I talk in English, although it's more of like natural, it's just when I get angry, it's just English. I can't express myself in Tagalog when I'm angry. So for the most part, it's because one is I think when I'm angry and I curse in Tagalog, it's so bad. Like I'm not proper, I'm not a woman. But when I speak English, it just flows like that. So yes, I'm usually more on the English part. Ayon. And let's see. Cambodia is beautiful place with natural local beauty of woman mystery machine. Yes, because Sir Galaan also kind of like traveled the world as well, so you can ask him about that as well. Brett Glasso again. Thank you so much. At dahil dyan, another one for every one of you who support ICFit through super chats and memberships. This is for you guys. And there I am, o, diba? Stream is already over an hour. Oh, it is? Guys, see, that's the thing. Yeah. I'm too talkative, guys. Ayan. Galaan, she is the most beautiful woman I've seen. I'm so happy. Oh, good job, Mystery Machine. We're rooting for you. Ayan. Let us know the updates. Ayan. And what else? Hold on, guys. Did you experience that, sir? Mystery Machine. Ayan, my admin has a question for you, Mystery Machine. And time flies when you're having fun with Icy. Oh, thank you, guys. Ayan. What was that image? Recharge the banana. Ah, diba? Recharge the banana. No, admin. Ayan, from Mystery Machine. And thank you so much again, Sir Brett from admin. Battery talong from Brett. Talong to recharge. That's not banana, Sir Pinoy. And okay, I was completely wrong from Mystery Machine. What are you wrong about? And hi, Mr. Veggie Burger. Addy. I think I'm gonna call you not Adrian anymore. Maybe I'm allowed to do that because we're friends now, right? You like me, Addie, right? Because I like when Tina and Mike call you Addie. So can I call you Addie? Ayan. Addie, I like it. Yo, Brett and Hey Pinoy and Timmy from Addie. Brett, the MVP. I am from Mi Vida Loca. I like that. Mi Vida Loca. Teen. Anyways, Ayan, we're going back to educating ourselves now, Ayan. So, the main aim of health related fitness. These are the main aims, guys. So, listen very, very carefully. So, educating clients. You guys, you're all my clients. Ayan. Their present health related fitness status in relationship to standard. What? Hold on, guys. That's too small. You can't even read it. Ayan. Educating clients about their present health related fitness status in relationship to standard age and sex match normative values. Ayan, that's one of the things. Providing data that are helpful for making clinical decision while prescribing exercises to address all fitness components. That's one of the things that I do as a personal trainer, actually, and collecting baseline and follow up data that allow evaluation of progress by exercise program participants. And that's why sometimes I ask you guys to give me your videos, decent videos only, if you don't want to be trending or viral, because I'm going to show it if you're not decent. And motivating participants by establishing SMART goals. You might ask, what is a SMART goal, guys? So, SMART goals is ayon, the basic of goal setting. Ayun, diba? Specific, measurable, attainable or assignable, realistic, and time related. These are actually kind of like more specific when it comes to my work, but I just think if you are actually wanting to kind of like hire a personal trainer, make sure to kind of like look into these little things, because not to badmouth as personal trainer, there's a lot of shitty personal trainers out there. They might be certified, but they're not really good at their job. So make sure as a client, as a customer, you understand what you want, and you understand what, no, not what you want, but what you need for a personal trainer to hire. Ganun. So, let's see. Ayan, and stratifying cardiovascular risk. Ganun. So, this is the health, six parts of health related fitness. One, we talk about it, which is the cardiorespiratory. Strength is one of them. Ayan, so muscle strength. Ayan, muscular strength, there are a number of ways to measure muscular strength. Generally, lifting a set of weight in a prescribed position and comparing the results any given population is the best way. Ayun. So these are very, 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 very deep. Like it might bore you guys, but when it comes to muscle, muscle strength, this is where lifting comes from. And that's why it's not just about, like cardio and stuff like that. It has to be all around. Like try to lift as well. Not to lift like super heavy, but enough. Like you can always start in small weights. Ganon. And Mystery Machine, okay, 9 a.m. I've been up a long time now. Good night. I wish you streamed later. I see. I hate missing your streams. Thank you, Mystery Machine, for actually updating us about your life and being super interactive in the chat. I hope you have a nice night. You probably have work later tonight. Try to get some sleep, rest, drink water before you go to bed. Ganon. By mystery from Brett and also from admin. Thank you so much for coming. Ayun, and Addie, you're a cool gal. Diba? I'm you don't say. Ayun. Hold on, guys. Okay, muscular strength is the amount of force your muscles can produce. So sometimes strength and also power can really, really be confusing to me. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not native English speaker. So if I could actually just kind of like compare them to you guys, maybe you can understand why it's not just about cardio, it's not just about stretching, but you also have to understand your muscles. Like you're losing muscles every year, your bone mass, you lose that. So if you don't do any resistance training, workout, lifting, buhat sa Tagalog, your muscles will definitely gonna get weak. When it's weak, that means you're gonna have an imbalance in your body because one part of your muscle is not working properly, and that's why you have pains and aches. That's why your lower back aches. That's why your shoulder aches, your elbows. Those are one of the factors that actually makes you in pain. Ganon. I'll be meeting my mom at, what is it? Robin for lunch at 2 p.m. today. Red Robin. Oh, so you have to, go. So, Brett, I hope you have a wonderful lunch with your mother. My fat body is my resistance. From bad body, not so fit. I work at 6 p.m. too. Oh, night shift. See you again next week, Mystery Machine from Sir Galaan. And what time is there now, Brett? Ayun. And so basically, this is the thing. So It is often measured by how much weight you can lift or how much resistance you can overcome. So, examples of activities that require good strength are lifting a heavy weight and pushing a heavy box. So, these are the why is it very important? Why physical fitness is important, because it also tackles about that. Not just losing fat, but building muscles. And when it comes to girls, there's a lot of myth out there that I don't know if you're a woman and you're watching this, let me know in the comments down below if you think like you yourself, the the reason you don't lift, the reason you don't work out your muscle is because you think you're gonna look like a man. It's not true, never will be, because women has different testosterone, we have different body than guys. No matter how much, like how much weightlifting you do, there's a certain size you can go. And if you see all these girls that are kind of like manly, they're probably taking a different stuff. So don't be worried about that. You're not gonna look like a man unless you take steroids and stuff like that. Then you'll probably sound like a man. So that's another thing. Always natural, as much as you can, always go for a natural route. So the next one, Ayon. What's that? A new message retracted. Ayon. Strength focuses on the maximal force or muscle group of muscles can generate against resistance, with an emphasis on lifting heavy weights for fewer repetitions. Wow! Love it. Diba? Cross-referencing already, Sir Galaan. I love that. Do you like isometric workouts? Yes, I do that. Like, I actually, because as a personal trainer, I love not just studying and learning different stuff. I also like to do it myself so I can understand how to move and I can understand the limitations. And this is just me. So basically, how can you teach something when you don't even know how to execute it properly? But I do have limitations for myself as well. There are certain exercises that I won't do, so sometimes I don't really touch that. I have kind of like my own way of teaching things in a way and safer ways kind of thing. So yes, definitely do isometric workouts. And they usually aren't natty and take gear. Yes. And power involves the ability to generate force quickly, and incorporating both strength and speed in the execution of movements, often with explosive exercises. Thank you, Google. Diba? I like that. See, guys, this is what I'm saying. I get it. Sometimes I indulge myself with, stupid stuff on the internet, watching dumb stuff. That's why I love reality TV show. I love body tests. I love gossiping. Is because it's sometimes kind of relaxing for me to not think a lot. But at the same time, I also indulge on the net to kind of like understand life, read things that it will actually, give my brain some nutrition, good nutrition. Ayon. From the previous years, I observe you are more tiny now. You seem bulky. Do you do it in purpose? Well, the thing is like it's been actually, I've just tried to come back with working out, like lifting heavy because of my injury last month. So I'm just starting again. So I have to like I feel fat right now, believe it or not. So I actually wanted to tone down, lose a lot of fat that I basically had because I couldn't really work out the same. And last holiday, I did really, really made a vacation mode for me. But I also know my body. I know I can get it back again and started to have that maintenance thing again, especially now that I did had injury. So I'm more careful right now. I understand the mistakes I had. So now I'm going to do it much better. So when it comes to fitness, it's the same thing as life. It's mistakes, you learn. Same thing as fitness. Try and try until we all die. Ganon. You are still fit. Ayan, you look like fat. It's sexy, but seems it was. Ayan. Yes, like that, like we just need to understand our own body, and whether you believe it or not, as time goes by, you're gonna create a lot of bad habits, like bad posture, especially we're always on our phones, on the computer. You started to slouch, and when you start to slouch, your muscle will be flexed all the time, or not flexed, but more of like stretched all the time. It's overstretched, meaning you don't even use it. So if you don't exercise, those muscles that you are not using because of all the accumulation of prop or bad posture, bad habit, it'll take a toll in your body, and then you look like shit. So that's basically why it's very important to understand that physical fitness is just not one thing. It's not just about looking pretty unless you're in competition. But if you're just a normal average Joe, normal average Joe, then you just need physical fitness so that you can actually do things in the least amount of effort, so you can actually enjoy life to the fullest because you are fit, not just physically, but you're fit mentally, emotionally. You can handle yourself basically. So that's what I'm trying to teach all of us, even including me. With you guys, I learn a lot about you guys too. So, it's not just me teaching you, you guys are also teaching me things. Ganon. Anyways, ayan, we're going to next, ayun, physical fitness. Ayan, the body composition. Ayan, do you know body composition, guys? This is kind of like, okay, let's see. I'm gonna put out something. Hmm. So the obesity, obese, that BMI, body mass index. If you're into, like, if you're really old, I don't know when it starts in other country, but in Japan, they actually have this 6 month general checkup. Like, a lot of people in Japan are very responsible to check their health. So body mass index is basically your kind of like, where do you rank, in the body category, in a simpler term of ways. If you're fat, if you're malnourished, you'll that is like how doctors tells you if you're fat. So BMI, if you're under 25, you're okay. But if you're over 25, then you're definitely need physical fitness in your life. So waist to hip ratio is also another thing, guys. This is very, 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 very important, because to explain this, when your waist is in a certain circumference, there's a lot of factual diseases that comes to play when you have that. That's why, a lot of people actually look out for their waist to hip ratio. So these are the risk category. Ayan. So if you're in there, anywhere in there, guys, let's see if I can pull this one out because you probably can see it better. Ayan. So if you can pull this one, yeah, you can probably see it. This is the risk category for women and for men. So now measure yourselves, guys. Do you have a measuring thing? Measure yourselves and make sure you're not in this, so very low, low, high, very high. And at the same time, with body mass index, depending on kind of like what is your purpose of doing your fitness, sometimes that could be very much dismissed for some people, but it's a rare case scenario. But if you're just a normal Joe, then this is what you have to understand. Remember to not go overboard so that you won't be in a high risk category. So muscular fitness, that's the strength there. Yes, definitely. Endurance. This is another thing. This is endurance. It is the ability of muscle group to execute repeated contractions over a period of time sufficient to cause muscle fatigue or maintain a specific percentage of the maximal voluntary contraction for a prolonged period of time. In another words, if you want to be good at sex, this is what you need. Di ba? Muscular endurance sa Tagalog. Ayan, sa Tagalog, guys. Ito yung kailangan nyo. Ito yung tipong pag naglalakad ka o kapag umiiyot ka, ilang beses mo man gabitin yung muscle na yun. You know, down and up or, di ba, left or right, hindi ka madaling mapagod. Kasi yung muscle mo, kahit ilang beses ka pa humakbang, kahit ilang beses ka pa tumakbo, hindi siya mabilis mapagod. That is endurance. In Japan, we kind of like use the word stamina. You know, that's the word for itself. Puts and puts on bits. Buyoy, buyoy na. Puts and bits, mega mega love. Shout out to you. How you doing, puts? Ayun, mine is high. Muscle fatigue, not me. Ayan, for 2 to 3 times definitely. So your muscle endurance is there. That's what it means. But not because we have muscle endurance. This is why you need muscle strength. Is because if you have muscle endurance but you don't have muscle strength, then you might hear the word tear or use what? Like overuse, wear and tear. I think that's the English, wear and tear. You know, because you use it so many times, but the other muscles that surrounding that muscle, they're so weak that you're gonna overuse your joints, you're gonna overuse that muscle, and then it would lead to imbalance again, and that's what makes you have pain and aches. You know what I'm saying? It's correlated. Everything is connected, guys. This is how much important it is for you to understand these things. Ganon. And enjoy it. Seem you're still young. One day it'll turn into like overripe banana. Salamat! I see Brett. Ayan, from Puts. And you can overtrain one muscle working out. Yes, definitely. But that's why I'm saying, guys, always make sure to do it the proper way. There's always a proper way of doing things. Don't become an ego lifter, or something like that. Make sure to not just think about fitness as one thing only, because you're gonna need fitness in your life. That's something that is really for free if you know how to do it right, you know, and it will save you a ton of money if you do that. Ganon. Ayon. So, flexibility. Another thing that we're talking about is flexibility. Ayan, is the ability to move joint through its complete range of motion. I love that word, range of motion. Okay, so this is the thing about flexibility that I actually think a lot of us, including me, kind of like not really thought through, or not really think about how important it is in our body, in our everyday life. When it comes to flexibility, that's where your range of motion meaning in one part of your body, there's always going to be a normal degree of how you bend it and how you stretch it. It's kind of like a fact thing that's kind of like fixed. When you get old, obviously you don't move as much, you don't move as when you were young. So all those muscles, just imagine a rubber band you put out in the sun. You know, it gets hard, fragile. And that's why flexibility is very important, because that's where your range of motion comes to play. Without proper range of motion, you cannot work out in more, like you cannot work out effectively when it comes to your muscle strength and also your endurance. Because if you cannot use all the range of motions that are, offered to you with your body, because mind you, not everyone has the same flexibility. Some people can be very, very flexible. So, but if you're a normal Joe, there's a certain point that you really have to understand and actually practice. If you have arthritis, rheumatoid, I always, it's so hard to pronounce that. Rheumatoid, rayuma sa Tagalog. It's all about range of motion. It's about flexibility. Because arthritis, your muscles basically contracted. It gets so hard. That's why sometimes winter, if you can actually feel it, if you live in a country where it's winter, your neck, we called it in Japan katakori, meaning hard shoulder or hard traps, like your traps, back of your neck, all your upper back muscles. Sometimes it gets super painful that when it comes to that pain, it will be connecting to your brain and not brain, your head. And that's why you have headaches because your muscle or back muscles or your neck muscles are so hard because of doing this, because it's so cold. So stretching, flexibility on those muscles, range of motions of your neck, things like that are very, very important. All are very connected, guys. It's all connected. I hope you can understand what I'm saying, guys, because this, for me, when I learned this in a deeper level, oh my god, I'm so, 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 like, I feel like it's just something, information that is very, very common, and yet you don't give a shit or 2 cents about it. So I hope me talking about this can open up your mind of how important it is for you and for people that you love. So make sure you're into fitness. Ayun, let's see. Last time I remember you told us we should know when to breathe. I did apply this when we're making love and it works well. It does give me extra more time. Exactly. Breathing is also a part of it. That's why you see a lot of trending or viral, like funny videos of people passing out when they're lifting because they don't know how to breathe. And mind you, people think, like a lot of us guys, when we lift and you don't really understand the mechanism of breathing, your diaphragm, your muscle around your diaphragm, if you don't know how to engage those things, it's something that a lot of people, it's so common. And yet, when you're doing it, when you're implying it with your workouts, a lot of people actually fail to do it in a proper timing. So, try it for yourself. Make sure to pay attention with your breathing. And some people, when they breathe out, they cannot they cannot engage their core at the same time when they're breathing out. So they're breathing in, just sucking their stomach. That doesn't mean you're engaging your core. Sucking your stomach in and engaging your core is two completely different things. So if you're me, if you're watching this, make sure you're gonna really, really give yourself good job if you can actually practice your breathing and then incorporate it with your lifting so you don't hurt yourself, you don't get low back pain, stuff like that. Breathing is paramount in lifting. Diba? Well rounded! Make a love shout out, well rounded. How you doing? You've been away. You've been doing like a lot of holiday vacation, Ayan. But I'm really happy you're here, well rounded. Ayan. Hi, Pinoy. What to do if we have that tight muscle? So, when it comes to tight muscles, guys, make sure to actually practice stretching. when it comes to stretching, there are types of stretching, guys. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Let me pin this question. There are types of stretching. One stretching is basically you are static. You don't move, you just stretch. That's static stretching. You're basically just pulling it, and then stay and hold that position for depend on your goal. But what I'm saying is that static stretching is actually done after a workout. There's a lot of studies that actually proving that point that it is better after a workout. Now, before working out, before having the best sex of your life, I do dynamic stretching. The dynamic stretching is something that you move, like you raise your hand down and up, down and up. These are all range of motion. This is also another part of stretching, and we called it dynamic stretching. This is the stretching that you want to incorporate in yourself, especially if you're lazy working out. You can incorporate dynamic stretching to actually calisthenics, like body weight workouts. You can actually incorporate those too. And if you're watching my workout uploads, you can understand why am I doing things that I do on my workout. So please do check them out. Ganon. Ayon. But anyways, did we all did that? So there's flexibility. Oh, balance. Did we tackle that? Ayan. Because I was thinking about endurance. We did that. Cardiorespiratory, body composition, power. So we're gonna talk about power. Ayan. So power, it is the rate of like whatever, like Sir Pinoy Ganan says earlier, it is about your maximal force. These are all power. And I think all of us has that in our own ranks or level, especially with dudes. This is where ego lifter comes to play. All the one record RM, your personal record, this is where it comes to. Football players, a lot of them do power training. So these are the fast switch, like fast, like the maximum effort that you can do in one lift kind of thing in fitness world. So when it comes to our lifestyle, our lives, our normal lives, power comes to like pushing a car. I can't think of any scenario. But you know what I'm saying, guys. So hopefully we kind of like touch a little glimpse of health related components of physical fitness. And I'm pretty sure by most of our streams we're going to talk about a lot of this, and we'll definitely explore more about this. So if you have questions, please let me know in the comments down below, and so I can actually talk about it. And also we have one that I wanted to answer. This is actually, so we're done with the physical fitness for now, for tonight, Ayan. But I wanted to hold on. Let me just do this real quick. So don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. So Pinoy Galaan says here, I have noticed some young pips. They're taking extra energy before going to gym. I'm not sure, but for me it's not good. What do you mean? Like steroids? Like those supplements? Well, there's a lot of them. That's why I told you guys, make sure to cross reference people that you follow, because there's a lot. Even me, when I started working out, when I started my fitness journey, there's a lot of people that, if like in a hindsight right now, knowing what I've learned so far, I'm so ashamed that I follow these people just because they say I can look like them. It's not really a nice thing to say. It's very misleading because like there's a lot of my client who would always tell me that their goal is to look like me, like have the same body as I have. For me, if you have like, to start with, probably if we're twins, so there's a lot of factors. You cannot just, follow someone just because they tell you this would work for you. I usually don't say it. What works for me, but it doesn't mean that it would work for you. You can try it out. You can try my workout if you can. There are certain workouts that would build this certain muscle. That's why it's there. But it doesn't mean that even if we do it the same way, your body would look like mine or my body would look like yours. There's a lot of things. So don't fall into that kind of trap. And also with the supplements, like take this and you're gonna lose weight. There's a bunch of those and it's just, oh my god. Do you even research what's in it? Do you really understand? Don't go just because it's so easy. Sometimes easy stuff, we have a saying in the Philippines, easy money goes very fast. It's the same thing with workout. Liposuction, you can have liposuction all the time. Definitely it'll take a toll in your body, plus it's so temporary. You eat, you don't change your lifestyle, you're gonna get fat again, and then you're gonna do it again. It's not healthy in all sort of thinking. I don't understand that. Lots of fake driving to lose weight. Yes, there's a lot of drinks out there that tells you otherwise, but that's why I'm telling you, information is one of the keys to understanding your own body, to accepting what you have and what you can do in the limitations you'll probably have. Ganon. So, well rounded says, I go to the gym one times a week and do park workouts 2 to 3 times per week. Good job. Well rounded also has a channel where it's all meditation, which is very, very good. If you're into yoga, if you want to try that out, it's good for stretching, it's good for strength, it's good for stability, for balance, for meditation, if you're that type of person. So, also, meditating, it's not just about yoga, it's not just about stretching. You can just kind of like sit on a chair, listen to good music, listen to music like the last time well rounded also like uploads music that are good for the brain, so make sure to check him out as well. Thanks, and thank you for those well rounded. It does help a lot, Ion. And I go to the gym to send and pick up my wife. I think you should start now, Sir Galaan. You don't know, you might like it, working out with your wife. It's actually fun. It's actually fun because you're doing it together and you're actually kind of like exploring your body in a different light. So it's interesting for me, but I think it takes a mindset to actually in that kind of I don't know, maybe I'm just a woman like that. Got on. So, anyways, I told you earlier before we end, Ayan, I have a question that I wanted to answer. And these are the things, guys, that could happen as well in our channel. In our channel this year is you can actually ask questions on my videos, and if I didn't get to answer them, I'll answer them every Saturday night. Ayon. So one of the question comes from Ayon, hold on, guys. How can I do this? How can I do this, guys? Let me see. Hold on. Where should I put it? Maybe Ayan. Oh, no, 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 no. This one. Let's see. Hold on, guys. Let me see. How can I do things? Um, nope. Oh, I didn't do that. Okay, hold on, guys. Let me share it to you for Ayan. So the question is, hold on. Ang gulo ko ba, guys? Ayan. The question is, okay, this one. So, it is from Mi Vida Loca. Ayan. What is some new foods you haven't tried yet? So, guys, ayan. So, I'm going to ask you the same questions because we're talking about foods on one of my videos. And there's a lot of foods that, of course, I would want to try. I think it's one of, yeah, it is the video about OFW, overseas Filipino worker, and he talks about like eating dinner in Italy or eating lunch in Italy and then eating dinner in a different country kind of thing. So for me, it's one of the things that I really like. And when it comes to food, this is one of the things that I feel a lot of people are trying to justify why they're fat is because food is life. I get that. I do love good food, and I think I have a good palate. Like, I know what I'm talking about when it comes to authentic good food, and I love to try. Like, I want to try like Mexican, authentic, home cooked Mexican food, because I don't know what's authentic. I've visited a lot of, Mexican restaurant in America, Japan, and Philippines, but I don't know what authentic Mexican food really tastes like. So there's a lot of food that I want to try. Like, I don't know if, like, I've met a Sri Lankan woman. Like, what kind of curry do they have? Do they eat curry? It feels like that to me. So there's a lot of food out there that I still wanted to explore and really wanted to try. There's just so much, but we have to understand that it doesn't mean you have to abuse food. Like, it doesn't mean every day, every single meal, you're gonna abuse food. It's not good life. You can enjoy life, you can enjoy food in moderation. Like what I've said, like one of the personal trainers that I've kind of like, like known for a while, he actually did tell me something that actually stick in my brain, stick in my head. Is like, if you're in a vacation, which before pandemic we usually do that, if it's a vacation, then it's a vacation. Like, eat food that you don't usually eat because of, like, you wanted to maintain healthy weight or something. When it's a vacation, eat it, do it. But at the same time, have that mentality of, this is a vacation. This is the only time I'm going to eat it. And then afterwards, I'm going to go back to whatever it is. Treat it like a prize, something that, not the other way around, where you're only going to eat healthy because you think you have to. And then the rest of the year is all garbage. Not the other way around. Ganon. Some people can taste things that others can't. Did you know people can be super tasters? I would not be surprised. Ayan, food is life. And Pinoy Galan says, well said, that's kitchen. Ayun. Weight loss starts in the kitchen. Yes, well rounded. That's definitely a nice, nice word to hear all the time. Malakas kasi yung metabolism mo, admin. Oo, sana all si admin, ganyan, payat. But, there are things as well, like not because you're thin, you cannot have diabetes. That's a myth, It just depends on, it's, as I've said, there's genes. Sometimes like European, it's pretty known that European girls, Latina girls, when they reach a certain age, and I think Filipinos as well are following that footsteps, that at a single age they all go to getting fat or being fat. So yeah, it's not just women, men as well are doing that, but I know when it comes to relationship, I think if you met your husband or your wife and they're like super nice and super fit, and then at the kind of like years and years down the road of your marriage, they become really fat, and then you get angry about it, and then you got gaslighted because you got angry that they got fat. I mean, don't be delusional. For one thing, you started dating or knowing each other and being attracted to each other because you're both fit and not fat. So telling me that a lot of guys out there doesn't care that their wife, or a lot of girls out there that they doesn't care that their husbands are fat, for me is bullshit. I mean, there are rare case scenario that it does happen, and that's why I told you, if you are fat and you don't want to lose fat, you just want to be fat because you feel beautiful when you're fat, that's your preference. Do so, but don't expect finding a partner that just because you think of that to yourself, they'll think of it as well as with you. If you really want to be in a good relationship, in a perfect harmony and relationship, find someone that has a fetish or preference for fat people, then life will be happy. But I just really don't like this stigma of, like the partner are being upset because their other person or their spouse are being not attractive to them. Have you look at yourself lately? So these are the things that I think mentally also fitness kind of like makes you fit. Ganon. Ayan. Let's see. Lucky you, admin from Felipe G. And Brett says, I bet if Icy did not work out, I would gain weight looking at food. Oh, yes. Like, I do notice that to myself, even. Like, as I've told you guys, I think right now I'm fat because it's been actually like probably almost 2 months that I couldn't do any workout, like heavy lifting. And I wasn't doing good either with my food. Like, I'm not lessening it. Like, I'm just maintaining kind of way, but it's not good maintaining if you're not doing the same effort of working out as you do before. So if I lessen my workout, if I don't want to get fat, that means I would have to lessen my calorie intake as well, but I didn't do that. And that's fine because sometimes life happens. You cannot be always on top of everything, and if you're that person, good for you, but I'm pretty sure that's very stressful to do. But sometimes you get off, and then sometimes you enjoy things. That's fine, but there's a certain fatness that you can see, and if you didn't stop right there and then you just go and go and go and go, then I have to really look at you like sideways, and it's just what it is, it's not shaming, it's just what it is, it's not something to belittle anyone, but being fat is a choice. You make a choice with that, and don't go by telling me how about I have sickness, and we're not talking about that. We're talking about the normal of the norm of the norm. Okay, and keep it real. I'm fairly fit. I am from Brett Glasso, and Mi Vida Loca says, I have to fast sometimes to not increase my consumption. Yes, and The thing is, fasting, everything, a lot. There's a lot of options for you to explore and to look at. Like when it comes to diet, there's so many diet from trending to like effective to bullshit diet. There's a bunch of them, but if it works for you, then it works for you. But you wouldn't know if it's gonna work for you if you didn't try it. So always try things. Ayun. And I see you always do. Ayun. And what else? Pinoy Galaan says, Dear hormones, please be nice. Right, Sir Galaan. Ayan. And well-rounded said, I had a stroke 10 years ago. Oh. And the doc told me I would need help with walking for the rest of my life, and I proved him wrong. Good job. And also, that's the thing. It's like, that's why I always tell, like, being physically fit, that also means mentally fit. Because sometimes there are a tons of stories out there. The doctor tells them they couldn't walk, they couldn't use their hand, they couldn't do things. But because they're mentally strong and they're really motivated and disciplined to do the necessary things to reach their goal, they've done it, you know? So mentally, everything, you have to be fit. That's just what I'm trying to say. Even just 10%, if you're really unfit right now, at least reach 10% at the end of the year. That's good. I to say, Yaya, from BIDA Loca. How much weight have you gained? Who? Ayun. And Mike says, where do you put swimming in all of this? I would put swimming endurance, cardio, because, like with breathing and all of that, with fast pace, depending on what kind of swimming you're doing, like that's what I'm saying. Cardio and losing fat, it's not just about walking in the treadmill, doing stairs, biking. It's not just about that. There's a lot of forms of cardio. Once your heart is raced, once you like trying to catch your breath, that's all cardio. You're burning calories, meaning like that. And the more harder, the more challenge you are, and the more you put your body into a challenge mode, being safe, of course, then the more you burn calories. That's just how simple it is, actually, kind of way. Keep it simple when it comes to diet and exercise, yes. Especially if you're not super obese to start with, even super obese, I would start with them. For me, personal opinion, I would start with them with their diet and their mental fit or mental health, because I feel like there's really something wrong, because that's addiction, in that addiction category. So you have to have like mental fitness somewhere in there, of they like change their mindset and try to find things, or I don't know. I feel like therapy is also needed in there. So if you don't want to go on all of this bullshit, don't get fat. That's just what I'm saying. Ayon. And Well Rounded says, we are happy that you are okay now. Just continue exercise. I am from admin. I see keeping it real. I am, of course, I like to keep it real. Swimming is low impact. Depend on what kind of swimming. And mental health comes first. And Well Rounded says, I have to say, when you start a diet, do 12 weeks to see a change in your body. Yes, depends on people, depends on how much it is. Just start anyway. Don't even have put timestamp on it. A lot of us, we have mistakes of putting timestamp on how much we have to be in a certain goal we have to. If you're a beginner, you're not even an elite athlete, you're not even good mentally, you're not in a good place, don't even put a timestamp, because that gonna make you stress. And when stress comes, stress hormone comes to play, and that will just gives you like dig you deeper into the territory you want to stay away from. So all are connected, as I'm saying. So, to end this live stream, guys, I really wanted to kind of like share this to you guys because I feel like I wanted to react on it on real time. I didn't get to see the whole picture of this yet. Like, I didn't research about it, even if I really want to. Like, I want to watch every episode of this, but I don't want to because I just want to see it as it is. Like, I just want to take the information that I'm going to gather now in real time and react on it. So, if we have mistakes along the way of how we reacting to these people, if it's harsh, if it's not nice, if it's something, I hope you don't take things too seriously. Don't be super dramatic that I'm doing to belittle something. I'm just taking the information I'm gonna have right now. The same as with you guys. If you didn't know about this, ayun. So we'll be right back in a short break. Thank you, Brett. And we're back. We're back, guys. Yes, I got thirsty because I'm so talkative. But this one, guys, I don't know about you guys, but this is kind of like what the F for me. Ayan. So if you were from this country, let me know the informations you have in this one. And let me know if you did watch this. And if you think this is something that is normal thing that happens in your country, because in Japan we have a completely different culture about this. So this is about let's see if I can pull this one. This is about around the world in 80 ways. Ayan. Overweight Britons reveal how everyone was staring when they visited Tokyo, where obese people don't exist, for Channel 4 show. Ayan. So promotion of this show. So if you're from Britain, ayan. Guys, as I've said, I'm so bad at geography. I'm dumb like that when it comes to geography. So correct me if I'm wrong with my countries and with my race and stuff like that. So goal is a dream you need to, what was that? To see them true. Ayun. Ayan. There's a heart in my live chat on YouTube. Sometimes I couldn't see what's the next one. Ayon, let's see. Question. Normally, when you go to gym or Pilates, ayan, let's see. Okay, let's do this. Ayan. Because I welcome questions. Ayon, let's see this question. Ayan. When you go to the gym or Pilates, you should feel tired after, but I don't understand in Daya's energy to make love where that energy coming from. The thing is, every woman is different. Like sometimes, like with me, when I work out, because especially with lifting, when I work out lifting weights, I'm just tired. I can fall asleep super easy. But when it comes to stretching, when it comes to lesson, when it comes to workout lesson, because I do lessons as well, it's pump up. Like my adrenaline is just on the highest level. So I'm ready. I'm ready to do what's next kind of thing. So it depends on the workout, I guess, but I'm not a doctor. It's just an observation and kind of like in general. So yes, that's one of the things. And Danielle, good morning, Danielle. If it's morning to you, because I feel like this is kind of like your time zone when you're popping up. So good day, Danielle. And I'm great admin and hi Pits from Daniel Carhoonin. Ayan, I like Carhoonin's name. Carhoonin. Ayun. So, anyways, we're moving into this one. So, this is kind of like a TV show, I guess, in UK. Am I correct? So basically, this is a group of overweight Britons who signed up to travel the world in a quest to learn weight loss secrets, were left upset by their experience in Tokyo, where people stared, pointed, and laughed at them. So basically, these are kind of like that. They are all obese. And the first episode of Channel 4's latest series is six contestants, oh, I'm right, from around the UK who ventured to Japan, where only 4% of the population are obese compared to 25% of Britons. So, anyways, I think I kind of like look and glance on this. Yes, they have it. So, obesity rates in Japan and then in UK. So, for our adult males, it's 4.97%. Our females, 3.87%. Which is, when I look at this, that's a huge jump. Like, I mean, I guess I understand it that, like, it's a big, like a big thing in Western countries, that your obesity are just kind of like a pandemic thing. Like it's an epidemic. I don't know the word, let me know what's the word. But I just, I just, I don't know. Come on, guys, enlighten me. Why? No, of course I know. It's just, other information I wanted to know. So, anyways, so these are the people included in that, you know. So, yes, they're definitely like, yeah. So, but this one, workers are legally obliged to do a morning exercise session and have their waist measured by their employers. Wow. And with obesity so uncommon in Japan, the participants quickly stood out from the crowds. Duh. Where members of the public openly gawked at them. So I'm just saying, like, I just want to say, when it comes to Japan, yes, it's very rare to see obese. We're not talking about fat, just kind of like I want to clarify this. It's obese, and I know there's more morbidly obese, but we're talking about obese. We're not just talking about just fat or chubby, obese. So there's a BMI for that if you want to be very literal about it. But in Japan you don't see them. Like when I was in the States, I was actually shocked cuz it's kind of like the norm in a way, especially probably depending on which state if there is or which city you are from. But in Japan, it's very, very rare. But right now, I do more and I do observe more people that are getting fatter or chubby, as you call it, like little fat here and there. But we don't really have obese. And if you even see a Japanese that are in the obese category, that's just, you're gonna get stares. Because in Japan, we can't, like, all our food are basically to the last calorie it's counted. You can see it in every package. At school at a very young age, our food is balanced. In the school, it's balanced. It has rice and all of that. We give attention to being healthy. It's not just about image. It's about living healthy lifestyle. So that's a thing that is very much taught at a very young age. So I wonder if that's kind of like a factor when it comes to Westerners. Let's see. After Pilates, you're very strong. Is that common? Well, the thing is, your wife is working out. So she's just strong. She's just strong. It is. And sometimes, certain certain workouts and certain exercise, it'll warm you up. So I don't know how your wife workout is like, but yeah, it could be like that. There's a factor like that. And what is the best exercise for me? Let's pin that one. What is the best exercise for me? It is a burpee with knee lifts. The thing with burpee is very, very good because it's a full body workout. So when you say best exercise for you, it depends on what your goal is. I think when you say best exercise for a particular person or for individually, you have to understand what's your goal, like what do you want, like what do you want for your body, like what do you need, what does your body need, especially at like what age are you, like what phase are you intermediate, are you a beginner? It's all of those things because burpee, it needs a proper form. So if you're doing it without the proper form, you might hurt yourself, you might injure yourself, because I wouldn't say it's a beginner workout. It could be a beginner workout, but you have to start somewhere. Like you have to do this necessary, like, different workouts first so that you can actually do that effectively and with proper form, because I've seen a lot of burpees out there and they're doing it just for the repetition, but they're not doing it in the proper form for their body, because as I've said, your body, my body, all of our body can be limited to its whatever it is. So, yes. So, we have to talk more about that well rounded. Like, you have to have a list. Like, give me a list of what you want for your body. What's your goal? What do you want to be better at? Stuff like that. Like simple, like lifestyle. Like, do you want your grip because you feel like you're losing your grip? Stuff like that. Your knee hurting, your shoulder hurting. There's a lot. That's why if you hire a personal trainer, there's always going to be like talk first, assessment, and conversations, because all of those things matter to create a program for you, kind of way. So, in Japan, everything is expensive, mostly food, so people or Japanese don't eat a lot. In UK, they have too much and it's not expensive for them. Yeah, it's like food proportion as well, food portions, and like, of course, poverty level comes to play, but I think Also, like there's actually like documentaries out there, like there are certain cities that doesn't offer fresh food, like supermarkets. They only have McDonald's and all of these restaurants that are serving you processed food, and they don't have an access to fresh food like a supermarket does. So those comes into play. So if you're an adult and you want to create a family, make sure if you have the chance or like the opportunity to get out of that place that doesn't have access to good, cheap foods, then find a place where you can have an access with that, especially if you want to create a family, you know. I'm too going too much in the future, guys, okay? But I want you to take care of the kids, guys. You know, if you want to be a parent, sometimes it gets into my skin sometimes. You parents need to do your job, your responsibility to create healthy kids, not fat kids, healthy kids. You know, so they when they once they become an adult, they wouldn't have all of these justification that they were just fat even as a kid. Ayun. And also, Putin Boot says, true, UK food is cheap even compared to other European countries. At least that was the case before Brexit. Ooh. Processed food is the cause of obesity from well rounded. True, true. What did they expect from me, Vida? Right? I don't know. That's why I told you guys, I am amazed of how much foreigners go to a country that is very common sense, but they don't understand. And they were so shocked that it was. It's like there's internet. You can have all the information you need, or at least even just a glimpse of how it is going to be like if you visit a certain country. So if you're watching this right now, make sure if you're gonna travel, get even just a bit of time to research the country where you're going, okay? I feel like I just talked to a kid in that point of time. No one is fat. They are fluffy or big bone. Look, I'm laughing at this because it's fine. You know, I don't want to be one of those people that's so like mousy when it comes to saying fat or obese because they are supposed to be, you know, you have to have this body positivity. How can you be positive when it's scientifically proven that being fat is not good? Period. There's no, you're so delusional if you think it's not. I am 60 and my goal is to get my stripper well rounded. Since you're the one who said that, yes, I've been waiting for you to say that because I really, one on one is back well rounded. Hopefully, you can give me the opportunity to, if you only want to share, you know, you don't have to share everything, but I feel like there's so much things and life information, life stories that I can hear from you and our viewers could actually have a benefit to listen. And, you know, I don't know. It's up to you, well rounded. If you're up for it, you know, my social media, let's set it up. Gravity is a heartless blip on the human body. Right? And boots on boots, put attention how much you eat. Don't end up fluffy like what you love or feel hanging. Yun. True, I see from BIDA loca puts and bits taking nuts. Ayan, that's how I love it, Timmy. BG here, Timmy, thank you. Guys, don't forget, ayan, if you just come here on my stream, don't forget tomorrow, we're gonna have a stream again. Ayan, you're gonna see me again with a very, very special guest once our one on one is back. It's really back. Ayan. It's not going to be back every week, but that's why you have to, you know, like really, really smash that notification bell so you don't miss our one on one once maybe once a while kind of thing. It depends. It depends really, you know. Like and share this stream, everyone, and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you did not yet. Ayan. And for people who doesn't like me saying that, bala kayo dyan. Order the jump rope with digital jump counter. I gotta be DTF. Yes, we're definitely using that term now. DTF. At least twice a week to start off. Yes, boots on boots. I want to know every update, every detail, ayan, and make sure every Saturday you're gonna see my face, yan. So you don't forget to do your workout. Even start with once a week, ayan, and then stretches every day. There's small stretches that you can have. You can just sit on your chair and do the stretches. I have one of those routines, so please do check them out on my physical fit playlist. Ganon. You can fix yourself with a diet and a workout, but you can't fix stupidity. I like that. I like that. Well rounded. Yes, definitely. But what about me? Ah, well rounded. Sometimes I'm stupid with stuff. So that means I cannot fix those. Like my geography stupidity. Do you mean I cannot fix? I'll check it out. Thank you, Pits. Ayan. But anyways, going back to our stuff. Ayan. So workers are, yeah, yes, like that morning exercise session. Well, in the article, it feels like they're talking about like it's mandatory, like everywhere you go. No, I think in my experience, this is just my experience. I think it's more mandatory for factories. Like if you work for a company, not company, in a factory, they actually do this. I've done this before. Like my first job is in a factory. We actually do this if I'm in the day shift. Night shift, not really much. We can actually skip those. But in the morning shift, you go to work, check in, and then you do the morning exercise session. And they never measured our waist. So I wonder if this is only for like the, like, like people who has ranks in the company, because I don't think I've ever had this checked on me for my experience, working solely in Japan. So I don't know how true is that. So anyways, these are kind of like the rants that they were talking about in the TV show. So, first one is it says, as we walked past, all of the school kids pointed and laughed at us. Who admits she needs help too? I wonder if what is this asterisk? Because I don't understand. My brain goes to somewhere else. But there's a P in the end. So what is C asterisk asterisk P? So anyone Brits in the chat, please let me know. So I'm starting to feel a bit self-conscious as we're walking and everybody's staring. And then there's another one. I'm just gonna read everything and then we're gonna react after what. They're so open about being rude. Why would you point and laugh at another human being? It's just cruel. It just blows my mind that you're not allowed to be who you are. Oh my god. Just have I can't take it seriously, guys. I'm sorry. Like, look, before doing this, I was actually trying to think about how am I kind of like going to tackle and have this conversation when these things are being thrown out. Like, really, it blows your mind that you're not allowed to be who you are and you just have to fit it. It's like, I don't understand this mentality where it's coming from. And this is one of the things that I'm really, really angry. at this body positivity movement because I feel like, and like I might be wrong about this because I don't I try to stay away from this term, but as I understand it, body positivity is being fat, and that's why we have all of this exclusivity when it comes to wear. Like there's one company as well that I love to support, and then I saw their fall. I saw the fall of their company because they exclude obese people. I mean, I get it, Obese people needs workout gears too. But if you're trying to mislead that as calling it healthy, no, it's not. It's like don't be delusional and call being fat as healthy. It isn't. There's no way any scientific fact or anything at all that being fat is good. Maybe one case, I'll give it to you. Maybe one case, there's out there that's one case that it's good. But so far, it's just not. So stop. Oh my, okay. In some country, being super fat or man is a business, government pay them or support them financially. So some do it on that purpose. Yeah, look, at the end of the day, I don't care. Meaning, it's your life. As a personal trainer, I care to get this information out because it's not just because it's my job, it's because it is true, you know? Like, I want people to be healthy and be able to live life in the most enjoyable, But if you're not fit, if you're fat, just I actually had this thought because I was super cold. So I took a lot of jacket and just used like one, two, three, where it become so much jacket that it becomes heavy. And I just felt, I mean, don't get me wrong, I've encountered fat or fluffy or chubby people that are flexible. They look like they're very very comfortable running and doing stuff, like football players for one. They look fat but they're very very explosive and they know how to do things, but because they're working out, they have fitness routine. But we're talking about the norm of the norm of the obese, the people that are actually killing themselves of eating food that they're not supposed to, and not even working out, even just walking. They don't walk, they don't do anything. This is what I'm trying to say. So when it comes to these things, it's just really, it's like there's no justification or excuse for that. Like, how do you get there without a little bit of chubby, without even like observing that your waist or your pants are not even, you can't even wear your pants anymore because you're getting too fat? There's a point, so it's very very mind boggling to me. Like even me, like looking at myself right now, I can see a little bit of bumebelat na balat sa aking pante. So for me, I'm already like panicking because I know I'm getting fat, So I'm trying to keep it up, keep it up with all my fitness. And I'm not an athlete, I'm not elite, I'm just trying to be as healthy as I can. And if I can do it, you can do it too. It just takes a little bit of push and a little bit of having balls and having to actually change your lifestyle and your mindset, you know. Ayun. I learned the hard way. What do you learn, Ayan? If somebody point and laugh at me, I'd point back and laugh too. It always works. Yes, and the thing is like, if you know, like for me, for example, I kind of like changed my mindset where before if I did a mistake or if I did something wrong at work, or I pronounced the Japanese or like what I'm explaining in Japanese, like I wrongly misspoken. Before I really make a big deal out of it. Now I just laugh at it, you know. You can laugh at little things, but if you know that you're laughable and you did something and you're angry at the person that laughing at you, it's like it's not even like a secret that Japan is too healthy. It's not a secret. I assumed, like I think a lot of people know that Japan are just healthy people. So I don't know. Anyways, company love you being fat, hoping you do not make it to retirement. Ooh, that's a good point. It's crazy. Ayan. And Pinoy Galan says, well rounded, that's somehow fact, so they don't have to pay retirements. And I see this was a very interesting live. Got to go. Oh, we made Mi Vida Loca go to the gym right now. Nah, it's 10:23 a.m. I'll catch you on your next live. Bye, everyone. And bye, Mi Vida Loca. And thank you for being like so nice into the chat and asking questions, on my videos. Thank you for that. And bye, Mi Vida. And take care. Enjoy. See you next week or tomorrow. Ayun. And so, let's just see more. But if you wanted to continue this, I feel like we're kind of like running out of time because I talk too much. So, it just blows my mind. Ayon, I don't feel like I should be here. In this country, I don't feel comfortable. And for me personally, it isn't somewhere I would come back. Aww. So these are basically the stuff that they talked about, and it just kind of like strike me. Boo, baby, baby, 57858. I cozy. I How are you doing? You've been away, baby. Ayun. But anyways, this is one of the things that I feel kind of funny because if you read between the lines, does that mean in UK they're seen as normal? That's kind of like what strikes me when I'm reading that. Is like, so you mean to tell me, cuz I grew up that fat people are being shamed. Like we laugh at fat people because it's just the way it is. It's not about bullying. And I think this is an unpopular opinion. I think that's why there's more fat people because people just normalize being fat. Like it's right now the body positivity and all of these things is like, yeah, this is bad. It's just bad. And it's like I know there's culture that comes to play, like in the Philippines, kids, even me, I don't think I'm malnourished, but I was always seen as malnourished in the Philippines because at some point my waist are like tiny, like I have 19-inch of waist, you know so it's very tiny, but I'm not malnourished. I don't think I'm malnourished because I function perfectly fine. And malnourished are people who couldn't are weak, they couldn't walk, stuff like that. I'm not like that. I can function, I can run, I can hike, I can do things. So for me, that kind of culture where because kids aren't fat or kids aren't chubby and cute, they're malnourished. That's part of how I grew up in the Philippines as well. So if you're super fat, you're being bullied, but I think in a better way. It's like that's why you see the whole change in the world right now because everything seems to be just soft. It's like we don't call out people for what it is. We don't call out because we're kind of like shamed to be canceled because this body positivity and everything. But there's facts and there's myths. There's good and there's bad. There's nothing in the history of the world that says being fat is good. Culture, yes, but it's not it's culture. Some culture are just so bad that it should be canceled. That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna cancel something that is not good for humanity, I think that's for me what it was. So yes, this is very very like weird for me because if it's normal in British to be fat, then I think that's one of the factors. And be harsh or not, it's a no no in my country in Japan. It's a no no. It's a very frowned upon, and I know why. Ayan, and let's see. What did you say? What are you saying, guys? Ayan. It is good. You talk a lot. Nagulat ako. Ano yun? Baby talks. Ayan. Because I has my blankie. Ayan. Because we have babies 57858 on Twitch. And he talks like that. And I like it. I said I like it. Like that. Sometimes babies, when you imagine babies, they're just adorable. Like they're little hands. They're just like, you know? Ayun. Let's cancel that culture. You cannot say it like that though, Sir Galaan. Ayan. We might get in trouble. Ayun. Pinoy is all comes down to portion and size. It all up to you from well rounded. And let's see. Um what did you guys say? Okay. Okay, yeah, I agree, Brett. Icy lays down valuable words. It's enjoyable. Oh, are you for real, Puts? Are you just like, this is kind of like kiss ass. When you do this in Japan, it means nambobola. I don't know if it's Filipino or Japan, but we Japanese do this. It means you're like kiss ass kissing. Teddy giving you huggy. Baby 57858. Ayon, if you did not talk much on your stream, I would leave and never come back. What? We are honest. Why did I read it like that, Brett? I don't know. Yeah, I might be like really wrong with how I read it, but that's how it is. And I read it. Pinoy, ayon. And I see and all here is what is your one weakness? Ooh, I like this question. I'm gonna pin this one. Okay. From well rounded. I see and all here, and obviously all of you that you're watching right now, please do answer this question as well. What is your one weakness? Food or drink, or because my weakness is a Big Mac. Ooh, well, okay, let's see. I have to very, very answer this carefully. I think my biggest weakness right now, as of this moment, is ice cream. Ever since I became lactose intolerant, yes, that's a thing. If you are a person who eats milk, anything that has dairy, Filipino people, we have to talk about this sa mga Tagalog dyan. Because lactose intolerance in the Philippines, even in Japan, it's not very like out there. The information about this aren't there. So I'm just saying, if you're Asian, especially, and if you're drinking milk, butter, anything that has dairy on it, bread usually has dairy on it, cake, anything that has dairy or milk, and you feel like your stomach is painful or you have diarrhea, that means you're lactose intolerant. And ever since I became lactose intolerant, which is a very, 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 I want to cry sometimes. I feel like that became my weakness. Like, it's always been a weakness, but before I can actually say no, like I'll be around the ice cream section in supermarkets, just looking at it 1, 2 minutes, and then I'll go back again 1, 2 minutes, but then, deciding not to buy anything, just look, you know. But now it's definitely ice cream. Like, especially if I see like soy ice cream, which doesn't have dairy, or dairy free ice cream. Oh my God, it's so hard to say no. So that's kind of like my weakness at this point. So I hope it's kind of like interesting. Because with rice, I think I do get to kind of like disciplined myself with rice now. I don't do only rice anymore. Like, I feel like my stomach is so used to eating less. I don't overfed myself as I used to when it comes to rice, you know. It changed. Eventually, practice of eating a certain portion of rice made me feel okay about it. So hopefully you do that as well. You try doing that. Ayun. And let's see, ayun, what else? Stir fried is my weakness from Puts and Boots. Ayun, and I can have it any time of the day, every day. What kind of stir fried rice are we talking about here, Puts? Mine is sugar. Ooh, yeah, too many of those in America. You're in trouble, Brett. And well rounded says dinner rice with fish. Any recipe, I had it once a week. Oh, ayan, and admin is mine is chocolates. Ayan, and I think admin is going to get fat. If she comes to Japan, I feel like she's gonna get fat. But the thing is, admin has always been fit, not fit, but she's always been like high metabolism person. No matter how much she eats, she never really get fat. So with admin, who started working out, she actually felt that. So I'm pretty sure even if she comes to Japan and then eat a lot of food and delicious food, because I have to make her eat those things, she's in vacation. So once she does that, I feel like I have to work her out. So hopefully we'll get to do that. And with your help, guys, maybe you can, feed my admin once she's here. And we're gonna have all of those food try-ons kind of thing. And let's see. I only kiss censored for CIA top secret reasons. What do you mean, Poots? What does that even means? I love being here. Well, thank you, Brett. I do appreciate that. Sometimes she talks shit too. So, who talks shit? I don't. I'm a very, very good girl. Right, baby 57858? I drink milky bottle. So I am very, very good girl. Lactose intolerant is okay. Milk gives me gas. Ooh, yeah. I think I had 2 days, 2 days of just pain in my gut. And that's where I accepted the fact that I am too Asian and I am lactose intolerant. So I take pills now. They have pills like that in America where before you eat any dairy, you take that like a medication before you eat that, and then you kind of like can digest or ingest dairy products. Milky, my favorite. Ooh, I love milk too. Like, I love milk. I don't understand other people that is gross out with milk, but I love full on milk. Like in America, I don't like watered down. I like 100, not 100%. Like in Japan, we call it 3.5. Yeah, but my favorite is 4.2. Yeah, around that ratio. Oh my God, that's my milk. That's why I'm so excited. Like one day I would want to go to Hokkaido and try their soft ice cream because I'm a fan. Like that's my weakness, soft ice cream. I'm just a very, very not high maintenance like that. I love those soft, just like that. Like McDonald's soft twist. Oh my god, if I go to McDonald's, it's so hard. It's so tempting because it's like $1 and I love it. Ayan, Milky making me sleepy. Oh, I don't. Ah, baby 578. Fasting is so good. I do 14 hours when it comes to weight loss. Ayan. Like you're also like so informative about fitness and about nutrition well rounded. Sometimes I wonder if you get into like, if you studied nutrition in some way. Because one day I really wanted to talk to a nutritionist, like a real good, like Rhonda Patrick. Is it Rhonda? Am I pronouncing her name correctly? Like her, like when if you know Rhonda Patrick, guys, if you listen to her, it's like you're gonna get lost with all the information that sometimes I just zone out because I don't know what it means anymore. It's so deep and it's just so much information that I'm just information overload. How about oh my god, I'd be like I'm so excited for Philippines this year cuz I miss those dirty ice cream. I'm going to show you guys what dirty ice cream means in the Philippines. This is how it looked like. Like if I remember it correctly, right, guys? Sorbetes. Yes, sorbetes. Let's see images. Oh, this one, guys. Oh my god, I miss this. Like this stuff, guys. This is our dirty ice cream in the Philippines. Like uh, this, it's like that. Like sometimes they have a bike, sometimes it's just a cart, like manong, like a man is just pushing it. Oh my God. And there's one ice cream, like dirty ice cream. Ano ba yung tawag dun? Yung sa may tinapay? Ano, paano bang sorbetes? Sorbetes pa dirty, dirty ice cream pa eh. Dirty ice cream so fancy. I remember when I was like studying in in elementary, they would always say like dirty ice cream because it's more fancier than saying it's like sorbetes, because it's shami or no, squammy or something like that. Ayan, sorbetes, guys. Like this one. And then this, guys, the monai, this one, it's like a bread, it's like a hamburger bun, and then you put ice cream inside the hamburger bun. Ugh, I missed. You'll probably see me, guys. There's probably if I am in the Philippines and I'm gonna share to you what I do in the Philippines. You're gonna be amazed because I'm gonna be in every corner of street foods there is. That's how I spend my vacation in the Philippines. So definitely, oh my god, I miss this one, guys. Like I really, really do. You know. Felipe G sleepy. Aw, yes, I think it's already oh my god, it's already one. So, anyways, about the around the world 80, there's more into it, like there's more into it. And let's see. Okay, let's finish with this part. Okay, so they joined the rest of the okay, so this young woman braved their journey through the busy streets despite appearing dejected from the humiliation. So they joined, why is it always that they joined the rest of the group to meet with their tour guides. Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Eats. Actually, these people are actually quite know these people, Mr. and Mrs. Eats, because they kind of like, how do you call that? They kind of like very, very popular on YouTube, right? So it's like They're so popular on YouTube that I think Mr. and Mrs. Eats, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think they showed it earlier. But anyways, they're Japanese. They like to do like comparing America and the culture in Japan, and then America and the rest of the country react, or some sort of that kind of channel. So it's kind of cool. Wow, just imagine, guys, I can do this. Like, if Mr. and Mrs. Eats became the host, what if they become the host of this show? I would love to. They should hire me for this. I would love to tour you guys in Japan. That would be interesting, right? Your stream is in overtime. I know, right? Waffles ice cream sandwich. Oh my god, right? Homemade ice cream sandwich with fresh cookies. My favorite is ice cream key lime cheesecake. Ayan, I learned it all after my stroke. I love to read. I worked on Wall Street for 26 years as an analyst. Ooh, I don't know about Wall Street, but that's the place where all the stock market is, right? Am I correct? So you know all about those. So you can teach me where to invest. Well rounded. And so are we, Ayan. So, anyways, we're doing this, guys. Hold on. Ayan. So, obese people are extremely rare. See? That's what I'm saying. It's rare here. And do we have obese people in our town? Maybe, but I just don't see them at all. And also, she explained to the group a lot of Japanese are very disciplined. We believe that harmony is very important, so that if you are too big and you stand out too much, you kind of destroy the harmony in society. Wow. That's actually a good take of how to explain this. Because okay, that's how we're gonna end that reaction. But I'm pretty sure I wanna watch this. If you think you want to watch it with me, guys, please let me know, because I don't know if I'm gonna react on the episode or do that things, but definitely I wanna continue and I wanna watch this. It really piques my interest, and plus it's Japan. So, but the thing is how she says it in here, it is true. And I've told this to you guys as well, like before, like why do, like there's, I think I had one time I had this discussion with someone that kind of like calling me out by fat shaming or whatever that one is, the body positivity. And I basically told the person that, when it comes to fat, it's more of like, I was so confused because you have to understand I'm half, guys. Like I sometimes confused where my perspective comes from, if it's part of the Filipino culture or if it's part of the Japanese culture. Because I'm mixed like that. Like I grew up mixed like that. So, anyways, I explained that, when you're fat, automatically the image you will get is like you are lazy, you know and I get it, that's basically generalizing the way it is, but in Japan that's how we think about it. Because one, how do you get that fat? Like, at what point do you think that it's okay to get that fat? You basically are lacking discipline on food that you're taking. Because in Japan, it's not hard to get food, you know? Food can be cheap and expensive depending on which, market you're going to get your food. It's not too expensive. You can eat nice food in Japan, period. So for one, that is, and how Mrs. Eat says that Japanese believe that harmony is very important, and that's why we actually have all of this set of rules. Like we have so much rules in Japan that sometimes it's just too much. But that's how you keep harmony. That's why a lot of Japanese don't like, they're not frank, they're not straight to the point, they're kind of like passive aggressive, and they don't say no because they feel like it's a harmony. It's not saying it's for us foreigners who have foreigners perspective, it's bad because you could have just say no, but they won't do it because in their heads it's a different culture. So when it comes to fat people, that's how, just how we see it. You don't take care of yourself, plus if you're fat, in honest, like real talk, like, who would want to sit in an airplane with an obese person? It's, you know what? Like, sometimes this is very unpopular for a lot of people, and a lot of people are getting butthurt about this. But who really does? Like, who really does wants to? I had an experience of that, and I'm a very small girl. I'm like 4'10". And to be sitting like that, it's claustrophobic for me. You know? So yes, that's something that us Japanese take a lot of pride to not make other people uncomfortable. So Ayan, what are you saying, guys? Ayan. And Well Rounded says, I'm a day trader now. My boss is in and I am self-employed. Well, that's good, well-rounded, because like, I think that's a very stressful job for one. So it's nice that you can actually be your own boss. That's nice. I get to understand you guys' character and you guys' history. It's really interesting for me. It's interesting for me. Ganon. And next, half and half, ayun. And admin says, Felipe G, thank you for staying. But if you want to sleep, we understand you. It's already late there. Diba? Felipe G is 2:42 a.m. admin. Just a little sleepy. I think I shock Felipe G from time to time. I don't know. Is my voice still kind of low or it's actually good enough? Do watch Bluey. I watch Bluey. Ayan. I hope you're still there, baby. 57858. Ayan. You're still there. You're not sleepy yet? Ayan. Anyways, let's go next. Felipe G says, thank you. Okay. I already read that. Sometimes, guys, it's like so small. I feel like my eyes, how much I squinted, I couldn't see. Ayan. And some people of you tell that because I always use contact lens. So, and sometimes I'm too harsh to a friend. I told them, aren't you ashamed of being fat? Sometimes it works. Yeah, I think, like, I get it, especially with women. Like, like, we know we're fat. Like, you don't have to tell us we're I get that. Like, like, okay, I'm ugly. I already know I'm ugly. Don't tell me I'm ugly. It's always, if you already know that for yourself, but that's the point, isn't it? You already know. That's why you're hurting when someone calls you out. So why not change it? And if you are like, you accepted that you don't want to change it, you don't want to do the work, then don't get bad hurt if someone calls you out. It's just what it is, right? But yeah, but don't be like, don't go out of your way and call everyone fat for no reason. If someone asks, say it, or like, if you really care enough for them, say it in a nicer way, not too harsh. Say it like with me. Some people might think I'm too harsh, but I hope you understand that I'm coming from a good place. I laugh, I say harsh words. It's tough love. Somebody has to give tough love around here, or all of us will gonna be pussy at the end of this, especially guys. I don't like pussy guys. I don't like man child. It's so gross. And some of these people are so dumbfounded that nobody wants to date them. You know why? Because maybe 10 years from now, I'm gonna grow a pussy. I no wanna go sleepy. I am baby 57858. You sleepy? You sleepy? Oh, yes, me. And sometimes, and seeing female sumo wrestlers sized people is funny. Right? It's just something, especially if you're a kid. That's why it's so like it's just I can't understand for the love of me why would you say something like that where you would complain or feel hurt that kids pointed at you because it's not normal. It's like, have you ever interact with a kid ever? I mean, I'm sorry for these people that says this. I don't know them, and I understand that they're bubbled up, they have their own thinking. But for one, it's like TV is there, media is there. Being fat, it's just being it's found for a long, long time, and it's just what it is. And if you don't want that, then I guess yeah, it's kind of like that in a way, right? You go to your comfort zone, and if in UK it's normal to be like that, then I guess sure. But to kind of like be very I don't think it's negative. I mean, it's their feelings. It's still valid. That's their feelings. But to be kind of like dumbfounded that why are they? It's so rude. It's so cruel. That's kind of like melodramatic much. That's too much dramatic. You understand what I'm saying, guys? Anyways, ayun. And fat comes on slowly. If you gain 1 pound per a week in 4 years, you are 208 pounds heavier. Boots and boots, I feel lightly offended. Char. Why? What did I say? What did I say, Bits? I'm not baby. I know you're not baby, but I love talking like this if I see you. Diba? I enjoy talking like this when I see you, baby. 57858. From time to time. It's fun to be kind of like just playful. Do not answer if your wife asks you. If I look fat in this, learn from my answer. I know, because it's like I think it's a trap for all of us women. Like at some point, like I feel like we just say it without really kind of like understanding that we're asking something. And it's like for me, I don't ask that question. It's like I have the mentality of like if I know there's a possibility that I won't like your answer, I won't ask. I just don't. I won't, you know. And I kind of like understand my fatness level of things. So, like it's just sometimes you're still gonna have those days when people call you out, you're fat. But to the point to be melodramatic that you're traumatized because people pointed at you and gawked at you just like the earlier, that's you signed up for this, and there's a reason why you guys are going to Japan to find the secret to losing fat or losing weight. So if you signed up for a TV show like this, at least have something, like at least research about our population, and research about how we see fat people. And you see this in YouTube, people talk about this. So it's, for me, there's no justification of you melodramatically saying that Japanese people traumatize you or something. Tough love. It's like I don't understand. I just really don't understand the world right now. It feels like the canceling word. I feel like canceling, it just means calling out people. And sometimes you have to call out people because some of these motherfuckers are very, very delusional. Like they're actually like, I don't
mind if you're fat and all, but if you're promoting fatness as positive and you're promoting little girls that being fat is okay because this is who you are and you have to be basically confident on being fat. Oh, I have a problem with that kind of person. It's like, no, 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 no. You can be fat by yourself, but don't recruit. Don't recruit and don't use YouTube platform to do all these things. It's not good. So it's gross. It's gross to me.
Oopsie, I drool. Ooh, did I drool? Wait, what? Did Well, sometimes it's so hard to filter these little things. But, anyways, guys, I really wanted to do a lot about that. I actually wanted to watch something with you guys about that around the world 80, but yes, I know it's very very late to some of the countries that watching my live right now. So I'm going to let you go everyone. But I'm going to see you tomorrow. We're going to catch up with life stories. Ayan, it's going to be a little bit different tomorrow because it's not as educational as what physical fitness means and in a fitness journey, but it's more of like life journey. Like we're gonna tackle our mental and emotional state, our well-being. How can we get better? How can we support each other to motivate ourselves to be better and try to learn from our past mistakes and other people's mistakes? That's what we're going to talk about, especially with Teamy stories. So if you didn't watch that yet, you can always go check it out. It's already scheduled for tomorrow, 8:45 p.m. Standard Time. Ooh, Brett, I'll remember that when I'm match making you. I like fat on my meat. Oh, and bye, Ice and everyone. And well rounded. It's really, really nice to see you because I've been wondering where you at now. Sometimes you guys that are very, very regulars to my stream, when you don't come from time to time, of course, I do kind of like think about you guys. Like, why is this person? Sometimes you scare me, guys. So make sure to follow me on my social media, especially if you really wanted to be part of IC Fit community because we're hiring. We're hiring, guys. Let's build community where we can all be us, but at the same time understand that there are responsibilities, consequences, and life is not about being a bitch. Life is about trying to have a purpose, finding that something, finding that love in whatever shape and form it is, and trying to find something out of your life. Because life is precious whether you like it or not, whether you're tired of it or not. It's still something that you should be really, really grateful for every single day because not everyone can have the little things you rant about life. So make sure to find little positivity in all of the struggles you're having right now. We're all having it. It's just a matter of like how you handle yourself. And that's what makes fit fit. Diba? Ang galing ko, guys. Did I do that? I give you huggy blankie. And of course, guys, huggy to everyone. Thank you for always a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful viewers of mine. I really do appreciate every one of you. And I hope I can really deliver on all my shows. I can deliver with uploads and edited version. I'm having fun with it. And, if you wanted to be part of IC Fit, you can always follow me on my social media. I've said that earlier. I'm stalling now, but everybody, DTF. We're all DTF here, guys. Ayan. So if you are DTF, make sure to subscribe, like, and share dahil sa channel na ito. Kayo ang bida! Bye-bye, guys. Bye, everyone. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Mwah! Ciao, ciao. Ayasumi. Otsukare samadeshita. Baby 57855. Ciao, ciao. Bye bye, Janet. And every one of you guys have a wonderful night, day. I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao, ciao. Mm-mm. Bye bye. Mwah. Ciao, ciao.